Kawhi Leonard, facing elimination, drops 45 points, puts the Clippers on his back, forces a Game 7. We will be going back to Los Angeles. Shout out to Kawhi Leonard. What a way to bounce back after Game 5 where it looked like he was deferring. He didn't want to take over. He didn't want to be the lead man. He goes into Dallas. Crucial victory by the Clippers, forces a Game 7. If I was a betting man, I think I would go for the Clippers winning Game 7. In my predictions for the first round, I had the series going 7, but I didn't have, the guts to call it. I think it was too close to call, in my opinion. All of the away teams have won so far, which would be crazy if if in all 7 games the away team wins. That would happen if Dallas wins in LA on Sunday. But I don't think that will happen. I think the Clippers will finally get a home stand. They will get a home victory, and they will move on in 7. Pretty much, the West is wide open. The Lakers are out. We'll touch on that in a little bit. But the West is wide open. If the Clippers want to go to the finals, the Clippers want to even get to Western Conference Finals for the first time, this is the year. Not to take anything away from the teams remaining, the Jazz, the Suns, the Denver Nuggets, they're all good teams. But if the Clippers move on, if they're able to get over this hurdle, I think they should be the favorites to make it out of the West, or they should at least be favorites to make it to the Western Conference Final. So this is crucial if you're a Clipper fan. If you've suffered for a long, long time, they made you suffer this first round. I think there's a lot of optimism if they're able to get the job done. But back to Game 6, Kawhi Leonard just taking over. The third quarter, I believe he had 17 points, and he demoralized the Mavs defense. No one could stop him. He was kind of headhunting Luka at the end. Luka can't keep up with Kawhi Leonard. He can't defend him. So it was a sight to behold. I'm proud of Kawhi Leonard. I'm proud for the dog that he showed in Game 6. And it was just an unbelievable performance. Again, I think Luka has to do a lot more. I think at the end of the game, he was deferring too much. He wasn't taking all the shots. It could be fatigue. He's carrying this team for 5 games already. It could be fatigue. He ended up with 29 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds, which is a great stat line. But he did get some couple threes at the end when the game was almost over. I need him to be more aggressive. I need him to attack, not just settle for jump shots, or when he drives to the rim, he can't just settle with kicking the ball out and hoping that his teammates make shots, because at the end there was a lot of open threes that his teammates were just not making. Finney Smith, Tim Hardaway ended with 23 points, but he had a couple open shots at the end that he couldn't knock down. Josh Richardson, Kleba, there was some open threes at the end that Luka set up, and the Mavs, his teammates just couldn't make them. So in Game 7, I'm looking for Luka to come out aggressive, get his points. If it requires him to drop 40, then so be it, because he needs the Clippers are going to be the hardest matchup for the Mavericks, in my opinion. If they're able to beat the Clippers, they could beat anybody. But it's going to be a crazy Game 7. I'm excited for Game 7. This is the first one, I believe, from the first round of the playoffs. So Game 7s are like nothing else. It's crazy that the away team has won the first 6 games in this series. It has never happened before. This is ridiculous stuff. Will that happen for the 7th game? That would be insane if the Mavs are able to pull it off, get another victory in LA. But my gut is telling me that the Clippers are going to be able to just sneak out of this one and get a home win and move on in the next round. What do you guys think? Let me know. Hit me up on Twitter or just comment down below. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think is going to win Game 7? I think I would give the Clippers the slight edge just because they have the 2 superstars. Kawhi Leonard showed what he could do once he puts his head into it, and I think he'll do that for Game 7. Also, Paul George hasn't been playing bad, and Porzingis, oh my God, he's terrible. He has get Luka some help. That's another topic for another time. If the Mavs get eliminated, I got to go on a little rant for the Mavs getting some Luka some help. But I think regardless, it's going to be a good game. Game 7 must watch on Sunday. I believe is at noon or 3 p.m. Eastern time, something like that. Make sure to watch that game. It's going to be a great game. I expect big things from Kawhi. I expect big things from Luka. And we'll see how these coaches keep playing their chess moves. Like we've seen Tyronn Lue bench Patrick Beverly. We've seen the Mavs play Boban a little bit more. There was some iffy calls going in the Clippers' favor yesterday. Like the foul on Boban, that one was a little sketch. Like he wasn't doing anything. And then there was another one where a Clippers player was out of bounds and they threw the ball at him, which should be out of bounds Mavs ball since the Clippers player is already out of bounds. And then it hit him, and then it hit a Mavs player, and they called it out on the Mavs player. That was a little weird. We'll see how the refereeing is for Game 7. But this has been the best series so far, and I hope we have another great game for Game 7. I do have to say that I'm siding a little bit more with the Clippers just because it looks like Luka is getting a little tired. He doesn't have help. I don't blame him. He needs help. But yeah, make sure to watch Game 7.